Hey, Jesus, how's it going, man?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good, good. Just when you're playing with the national team, obviously as a number 9, your job is to score goals, but also another part of that job is to facilitate for the guys you're playing with. When you're playing with a guy like Christian or Tim Weah or Brendan or Gio or whoever, how do you kind of feel the chemistry has gone getting with those guys, and how do you kind of see your job and kind of getting those guys into it?
Yeah, I mean, the main focus as a nine is to score goals. Um, but a lot of people have to see that the nine has can also assist and can build out and can help out the building. So I think for my job is to, like you said, facilitate other players to be able to score and to help the other players be in a position to score goals also. Um, as a connection and chemistry, it's getting there. Every practice, we get better and better. Um, I enjoy playing with these guys, and I know that every time I can turn, there's runners in behind. And even when I play with Brandon, I know that he can always play those balls in behind. So there's always an adaptation that I have to make as a nine to see if I'm playing with Tim. I know that he's always going to be running in behind, or if I play with Brandon or Christian, that I know that they're always going to come inside and play the ball. So I have to adapt.
Jesus puede contestar en español también. We'll continue with Jonathan Tannenwald from the Philadelphia Inquirer.
Thank you, Michael, and thank you, Jesus, for the time. Take us a little bit through the mental side of things these last couple of games. I'm sure it was plenty frustrating to not get the ball in the net. So tell us a little bit about that side of things.
Yeah, it's as a forward, it's important to score goals to keep your mindset right. For me, I think I have a good group of people around me that help me stay focused and know that the goals will come. I know that right now I'm going through a little struggle, but it's something that if I stay focused and I keep working, things are going to bounce my way. It's about learning how to do your 1-2s, which is my 1-2s are my first touch, runs in behind, so then I can get my final product, which is a 3, which is the goal. So it's always just focusing on my 1s and 2s, so then I can play a good game and have a good game, and then I know that the final product will come.
Next will be Carlos Nava from ESPN. Carlos, you can unmute your line. Okay, while we're waiting for Carlos, we'll move to...
Hello.
Go ahead, Carlos.
Sorry, I am in. ¿Qué tal, Jesús? Un gusto saludarte de nueva cuenta. Para enfrentar un equipo que es poco conocido como Grenada en un torneo oficial como es la League Cup, ¿cómo se preparan? ¿Qué les dice el entrenador? ¿Y cuál es la responsabilidad o obligación, sabiendo pues que obviamente son ustedes amplios favoritos y los campeones reinantes?
Sí, sabemos que cada partido va a traer algo diferente. Sabemos que cada equipo tiene cosas diferentes que podemos aprovechar, y sabemos que como campeones tenemos que proteger el trofeo. Cada partido va a ser diferente, cada partido va a ser duro, y siempre con la mente que tenemos que hacer todo lo que podamos hacer para poder ganar este partido.
Gracias.
Next will be Michele Giannone from Univision.
Hola Jesús, ¿cómo estás? Buenas tardes. Thank you, Michael. Te quería preguntar algo que te preguntaron hace un par de preguntas en inglés sobre eso, ¿no? Las oportunidades las has tenido, el juego, estás cumpliendo con lo que te pide Greg, pero solo falta el gol. Si tienes la oportunidad de jugar mañana, ¿qué tan importante es marcar para eso que mencionabas de la confianza? Muchas gracias.
Sí, para mí es muy importante marcar goles, pero también me tengo que enfocar en el partido que hago. Creo que los últimos partidos no he tenido el mejor partido en tema de primer toque, de corridas atrás, de ayudar a mis compañeros. Entonces creo que me tengo que enfocar más en no tanto anotar, pero sé que es importante, pero tener un buen partido, mejorar en el primer toque, hacer más corridas, ayudar a los compañeros para saber que cuando yo hago las cosas bien o tengo un partido bien, el producto final, que es marcar el gol, se viene. Entonces es mejorar y enfocarme en en el 1 y el 2, como lo dije antes, y yo sé que el producto final, que es el 3, entra.
We'll go to Paul Tenorio from The Athletic.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Jesus, for doing this. I'm sorry I missed the first question, so if I repeat myself, I'm sorry. But I wonder, you're going into these Nations League games, the opponents are a different level than what you saw in the first two games, but you know this is just one of two windows you have before the World Cup. What has the mood been like in training sessions? What's the focus been like, the discussion been like in trying to maybe maximize this time together, even if it's not necessarily the ideal games to prepare for Qatar? What has the mood been like within the team and within the training sessions? And has the competition itself, knowing you're fighting for a World Cup spot, maybe changed kind of how the camps feel? Thank you.
Yeah, the mental state of every guy is high right now. We're all focused because we know how important these games are and how important it is for us to defend our title. We don't really look at the opponent. We just know that every game is going to be different. Every game is going to be tough, and anything can happen in the game. So we go into the games with all focus. With the coaches give us the tools to prepare for games, and we have to take those tools and apply them. So everybody's focused and ready to go.
Next will be Claudio Villalobos.
Thank you, Michael. Jesús, a similar question to Paul, but in Spanish. Cuando estás peleando por un puesto, obviamente, como los demás muchachos de la selección para ir al Mundial, ¿qué tanto es la preocupación de tener que enfrentar estos partidos que son competitivos y son por puntos y al mismo tiempo tratar de evitar una lesión que te pueda mermar la posibilidad de ir al Mundial? Muchas gracias.
Sí, creo que mucha gente aquí no está pensando en lesiones y nada de eso. Sabemos que cada partido va a ser competitivo, como usted lo dijo, y son importantes. Entonces creo que eso es lo más importante, que nosotros sabemos cuánto significa estos partidos y qué importante es para nosotros. Como campeones del torneo pasado, sabemos que tenemos que defender nuestro trofeo y lo vamos a hacer como sea. Entonces estamos todos preparados mentalmente bien y vamos a salir con todo mañana.
Our last question comes from Andrew Jones.
Thank you, Michael. Jesus, you were 1 year old when the U.S. made the quarterfinals of the 2002 World Cup, and Coach Berhalter was a part of that team. Has he talked to you about that whole experience, as well as now you having time over your life to tournament? Obviously didn't see growing up, but in regards to plus players that tournament, DeMarcus Beasley, Landon Donovan, any thoughts for that? You great. Then thoughts on Christian blonde hairstyle.
To answer your first question, no, we haven't really talked about it. We haven't talked about it. But to answer your second about Christian's blonde hair, I didn't know that he was gonna do that. But he's someone that can pull off that hairstyle, especially with a new haircut. So it's a new look. So we're all excited for that.